Hey my love, so today in this video I want to share with you the number one thing that kills attraction, and it's true for both men and women. So hey my love, my name is Magda. I am an intimacy coach and the founder of the School of Intimacy. And you are in the best place to get all the tips, insights and techniques to build and enjoy the most fulfilling and exciting intimate life. And today I want to talk to you about this one thing that men and women often do that kill attraction. Like, you have the potential for something to really turn into a beautiful relationship, and then I see so many people do this one mistake and lose any chance of things moving forward. So imagine you met someone and things are going well, you've been on a few dates, maybe even you made love, right? You're excited. And then something happens. The person isn't as available for you anymore. Maybe suddenly they disappear for a few days. They're not replying to you right away. Maybe you were meant to meet and then they didn't confirm. Like, something happens, but they are not as available as they used to, and they're not as available as you would like them to be. Now, when that happens, this may indeed be a red flag. Maybe they're not interested after all. They've changed their mind. It's kind of their way of like, okay, I'm out of this. Maybe you guys did have sex and turns out they really only wanted sex. So yes, we gotta be aware that this can be a red flag, and we have to also be mindful of this. But there may also be a different explanation, and it's simply that the person is busy. Now look, dating in your 20s and dating in your 30s and 40s is a little different. Look at your life. You're busy. You have things to do. You have your work. You have responsibilities. So when we meet someone new, we actually make an effort to make space in our calendar to be able to go out with that person. So literally, we will postpone other responsibilities. We'll say maybe no to family or friends, and we won't really see them as often for a few weeks because we want to go out with this new person. So that's amazing, that's great. But then, if you've been on a few dates, if you maybe also had sex, then you start feeling more comfortable with each other. And this is when a person may simply allow all these other responsibilities to just come back into their life. So maybe there is a project that they need to work on and they literally put it on hold for a few weeks because they wanted to have time for you. Now that they feel more secure in this connection, they're allowing themselves to take this responsibility on. They may also feel that because you've already established some foundation, that they don't have to explain to you everything. And again, there is a difference between someone kind of disappearing for 3 days and disappearing for 3 weeks. So I'm not talking about someone disappearing for 3 weeks, okay? I'm talking someone not responding to your message right away or taking a few days before they message you, like just, disappearing for a few days. Okay, so we're getting the difference here, okay? So now, if that happens, how you respond now in that moment is actually really important, because you're giving the other person a little bit of a sneak peek into what it's like dating you, what it's like to be in a relationship with you, aka when they're busy, when they have all of these other things they have to take care of, or when they just want to rest and not communicate with the world for a couple of days. Are you someone who panics? Are you someone who attacks? Or are you just cool and okay with that? So this is where so many people get it wrong, and they kill what could be a great relationship. So what happens? They're not as available as they used to be, as you would like them to be, and the inner dialogue begins. The insecurities creep in. The neediness and desperation takes over. And you start adding all the meaning. He just wanted sex. Oh wow, she's probably dating other people. She's playing me. Oh, he's not really serious about it. Right? We're getting all of these ideas in our head. We're adding so much meaning to the situation. And what happens as a consequence? Well, the first option is that you start ignoring them, right? So you're like, well, you know what? If you're not gonna message me, I'm not messaging you. And then you can go for a few days without a message. But just play this scenario with me. What if that person gets sick and they were not able to message you? Imagine you're sending them a cute message saying, hey, haven't heard from you in a few days, just wanted to check in, how are you? And then they can reply, oh, it's so nice to hear from you. I'm actually sick, so I feel really tired and I'm not on my phone. That's gonna feel amazing to them that you're checking on them, right? But no, because now you're feeling like, oh, no, you're ignoring me. Well, I'm gonna ignore you, so you're not gonna reach out first. Now, imagine that they do message you and they say, hey, listen, do you wanna hang out this weekend? But you're angry at them because they didn't message you 3 days ago, they're messaging now. No, now I gotta teach you a lesson. So I'm gonna wait until Friday and message you, oh, sorry, I already have plans. Okay, so you're playing this kind of nasty, mean game. Well, you don't actually know what happened. You don't know why the person disappeared. So that's one of the options, right? Being angry, playing like cold, being passive aggressive. The other thing that happens often when we become insecure and when the neediness takes over is we end up over texting. Okay, so we send way too many messages and those messages are way too long. We're talking about the essays, like a long essay, pouring your emotions. So for example, you could write a guy and say, you know what? I really opened up to you. I felt safe with you in a way that I didn't in a long time. So I decided to take a risk and really open up. But now that I haven't heard from you in a few days, it makes me feel like maybe you're just playing me. And I'm really scared that maybe, you're not as into me as I am into you. And I'm not really sure how to deal with this. So you're sending, right, this long essay showing your vulnerability and how you're feeling. You're sending it while you guys have been dating for a really short time. Now, I gotta say one thing. There is never a good time to write long essays to anyone. If something requires so much space to explain, you wanna have an in-person conversation. This is not something you wanna type, trust me. But especially you do not do this when you're just dating, when you haven't even yet established a relationship, when you haven't been together for a while. Because what you're communicating is that you are not actually in the moment, you're not in the dating phase. In your mind, you already went into the future when you guys have been a couple for a few years and you feel that you have the space to share everything and then make the other person in some way responsible for how you feel. Like, what you have to understand is that relationships have their phases and there are certain perks and benefits that come with each phase. You cannot expect the perks of a 1 or 2 year relationship in the dating phase. Okay, you haven't worked for that. And so when you're in the dating phase, you're not their priority and you're not meant to be. And expecting them to drop everything and be available for you all the time is a wrong approach. So you're getting upset and triggered and scared because you haven't heard from them in 2, 3, or 4 days, because you are expecting that they should message you every day or every second day. But that is something you can ask for a bit further ahead in your relationship. Not understanding these differences, not understanding that there are phases and there are kind of different responsibilities, different benefits, like mixing them causes a lot of difficulties in how we relate with each other. So then what to do? Let's say he or she really doesn't message you for a few days and you are worried and you don't know what it's about. And like we said, this may actually be a red flag. So how can you keep this relationship, this connection going? How can you be still exploring, going deeper and see if this can be a proper relationship, right? Without sounding needy, without allowing your insecurities to take over and then push you to doing something really desperate that just kills the attraction. Like, what can you do instead? So the first thing is, I would say, just assume the best. Assume the person is busy. Like I said, this may be a red flag, they may be playing a dirty game, but I want you to assume that the person is busy. So it's not that they don't wanna message you, it's not that they don't wanna see you, they're just busy. Something happened, they're unable to message you, okay? That's step number one. You're just making this assumption. Step number two is you're focusing on yourself. Why? Because if the person actually is playing dirty and it's kind of their way of, stepping out of the connection or gaslighting you, if that is the case, then the best response to this is actually taking care of yourself, is doing all the things that you love, because why would you waste and sacrifice your life for someone who is not there? So, the best advice always after the breakup or when the connection didn't work out is focus on yourself. So that's what you're doing. But then if the person is simply busy, then again, the best thing you can do is to focus on yourself, because they're not messaging you now. You're not gonna see them for the next few days. So don't just wait, right? Like spend your whole days waiting, with your phone. Did they message me or not? Go ahead and live your best life. Do the things you love. So again, step number one, assume the best, right? That they're just busy. Step number two, focus on yourself. Do the things that you wanna do so you feel full. This is about filling your cup. And step number three, I want you to message them. And I don't care if you're a man or a woman, this is not about who should be making the first step. I want you to message them. But it's important that you message them from the energy of step one. So you're assuming they're just busy. You're assuming they cannot message you, right? And you're messaging them from that energy. So when you message from that energy, the message is not going to be passive aggressive, it's not going to be mean or rude, and it's not going to be emotionally needy. It's going to be a nice, friendly message. So something very easygoing, something like, hey, how are you? What are you doing this weekend? You can think of it, just to kind of help you understand how to phrase this message, imagining you're texting your friend, one of your good friends, that you speak to, once a week, twice a week. So you don't go into the story like, oh wow, my friend didn't message me in a week, so she probably doesn't like me anymore. It doesn't matter. Like, I have friends that they didn't respond to me for like a month or 2 months, and I don't care, and I will still shoot them a message, say, hey, haven't heard from you, I've been missing you, how are you? So I want you to step into this energy and text them from that energy. Now, how they respond to this message will tell you a lot. It will literally answer your question, whether they were just busy and unable to text you, or if they just don't want to see you anymore. So you're getting your clarity. You don't have to add the story. You don't have to add the meaning and then act from your assumed meaning. Does it make sense, right? So again, you're assuming the best and you're doing this for yourself, okay? Whatever is the reason that they didn't message you, that they kind of disappeared. Because when you think that, oh my God, they don't like me, you make it mean something about you. And it's not something positive. But when you assume the best, you're like, hey, you know what? Everyone would like to date me. So this kind of way of going through dating really helps you maintain high self-esteem. It helps you not drop into this place of desperation, because nothing kills attraction the way desperation and insecurities do. If you right away in the dating phase show them how needy you are, how insecure you are, how not confident you are, you're gonna push them away. And really bringing that confidence in, becoming more secure, having a more positive mindset towards life, that is going to serve you as well. So my love, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that you got value from this. And if you did like it, please give it a like. If you have a friend and you see them stuck in this pattern, make sure to send this video to them. And if you would like more videos like this, make sure to subscribe to my channel and click this little bell icon to get notified when the next video comes up. And also follow me on Instagram, my love. I share something every day and you get a sneak peek into my personal life. I would love to connect with you over there as well. So, darling, again, thank you so much for being here. I do not take it lightly. I do this video for you, and it means the world for me to see that you watch it, that you like it, and you comment under it. And I really hope to see you here next week with the next video. Bye, love. Hey, love, don't forget to check out the School of Intimacy. Get access to all the insights, skills, and techniques to enjoy the best intimate life. You'll find over 50 hours of content and courses on topics such as tantric sexuality for women and men, non-ejaculation, full body orgasm, communication and conflict resolution, spicing up your sex life, sexuality types, and so much more. We have courses for men and women, singles and couples. Plus, live Q&As with me and monthly quests. Enjoy healthy, long-lasting relationships. Get your needs and deepest desires met. Feel sexually fulfilled. Experience deeper intimacy, deeper pleasure, and more love. The School of Intimacy is the only school that teaches you what actually matters in life: relationships, love, and sex. And now you can try it risk-free for 7 days, free of charge. Join now.